Praise the Lord. Just came back from taking a walk over in Pine Estates in the woods adjacent to my house. And I came across this stone. People leave them laying everywhere. And this one says, "Hey, beautiful," and has a silver heart on it. So I'm supposed to place it somewhere else and record where I place it at. I've actually found two. I found another one that says, "Mommy of an Angel." So I have two stones I got to place today somewhere, and I got to record where I'm placing them at. But I'm just going to place them and praying that someone else finds these two stones. "Hey, beautiful," and it says, "Mommy of an Angel." I'm not a mommy. I don't have an angel, I have a son. And "Hey, beautiful," I guess this applies to someone else, but made me feel pretty good inside. Verbal abuse. Verbal and abuse. Abuse to me is a combination of two words, abnormal and use. No, you're not telling it like it is. You're being verbally abusive. No, you're not being straight up. You're being verbally abusive. And in this day and age, people will text you their insults. I state to my son all the time, "CAT, zip 7. Press 7. He was having a problem with a young lady, and they were breaking up, and it got to the point where she was leaving some of the most nastiest text messages and verbal messages I haven't read in a long time, with the exception of the ones I received. So I told him, I said, "Junior," I said, "the first sign of anger or despondency or turpitude or whatever you hear, the first cuss word, the first angry instance you hear on that verbalization of that message on your phone, immediately pull the phone away from your ear and press 7. If she asks you, 'Did you get my message?' don't lie to her. Just say, 'I got your message.' Don't reveal the cards in your hand. Just say, 'I got your message,' loud and clear. If she asks you, 'Did you hear my message?' say, 'No, I deleted that poison. I deleted that mess because I don't want that in my spirit, in my mind, in my soul, and mess me up for someone else, the next person, or mess me up.' Verbal abuse is a hidden abuse. Anybody can do it, and everyone can go through it. You know, I just, for the life of me, I thank God I'm not bragging on me. I'm boasting on our Father in heaven, the creator of the bumblebee and the father of the believer. I don't believe in sending cuss words, horrible words. I mean, I can raise my voice. I can scream and shout. I can go back and forth with you. But as far as me sending nasty messages, nasty text messages, nasty voicemails, nasty emails, I'm not going to do it. Because first of all, I have to form all that nastiness in my mind, the nasty words. I have to proofread it, I have to look it over, and then press send. In the meanwhile, a lot of y'all who do this, and I'm certain of this, certain people do this all the time because I've been subjected to it. You just continually insult, assume, insinuate, call people names by way of text messages, and you are a full-blooded, full-grown adult. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Grow up. It ain't too late as I leave this alone. Don't take verbal abuse. Harsh words do hurt. They do. It says, "Let no corrupt communications proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying." In other words, if it edifies a person, if it lifts them up, that it may minister grace unto the hearer. And let me tell you something about grace. Where mercy leaves off of man, the grace of God picks up. I can say, "Johnny, give me mercy." Instead of him giving me life, he gives me 55 years. That's mercy. Most High God, grace me out of this situation. He sets me free. That's grace as I leave this alone. Where mercy leaves off at, grace picks up, the grace of God. So we need to grace people with kind words, grace people with apologies, grace people with understanding, grace people with self-control, grace people with how we speak to them, grace people look, don't grease them up. Don't sugarcoat them. Don't just be con jobbing and using nice words, snowballing them. But I can't do it. I don't know about you, but I'm certain of this. So many people can get on their digital device and just go crazy, just texting nasty, mean words and cuss words and profanity. And guess what? Proceed, progress from the amateurs to the pros. Profane means to stand in front of the temple and yell. Profanity means to stand in front of the synagogue, the church, the mosque, the cathedral, and yell and scream and cuss. Profane, proceed, progress, profound. It's a shame when you can use your digital device as a weapon. It's a shame you can weaponize your words and use your phone to fire angry, horrible darts, to shoot verbal bullets, to shoot people down with your phone, with your... See, these days, you see, you're not going to stand in front of me and call me everything. Not in this day and age. Ain't nobody going to take that risk. If you can get in somebody's face this day and age and run your mouth, you get what you get, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not advocating you getting punched in the mouth. I'm not advocating you getting slapped. But people don't do it these days like they used to. They use their phone. They use the digital device. They'll email you. They'll proofread an insult. They'll proofread cuss outs. They'll proofread assumptions, insinuations, and hit send as I leave this alone. But you have to proofread that. You have to form the sentence structure and the insult in your mind. Look it over and send. And ding, the person reads it. It injures their heart. It injures their mind. It injures their self-esteem. It injures their confidence. It injures the emotional state, the psychological state. It injures them. And you say things like, you made me mad. The Lord know my heart. That's my favorite. When you've done something wrong, you got the nerve to say, the Lord know your heart. He does. And stop trying to trick him. As I leave this alone, I went for a walk in the woods. It says, mommy of an angel. It says, hey, beautiful. And they leave these land everywhere, and you find them, and you record what you're going to lay it down at when you lay it down, or leave it somewhere. But I want to leave you with this. I refuse to. I'll argue with you. I'll go back and forth with you. But I thank God for my sensitivity. I thank God for my calibration of my heart. I thank God for my own emotional and psychological, and mental state. I have a conscience. I have feelings. And I thank God that I know when I'm wrong. I'm not just straight up. I'm not just like telling it like it is. No. That's verbal abuse. And you're wondering why you 0-3, 0-4, 0-2. You've been married a couple of times, 3 times, and it's the same old failure. It's the same old failure state. It's the same old fisticuff. It's the same old thing. If you get divorced and keep failing in your marriage relationship for the same thing, it's you. The only common denominator, it's you. You've been married 2, 3, 4 times, it's you. You might be 1 and 1. It was his problem the first time. Might have been your problem the second time. Might have been you might have been wrong in the first marriage. He might be wrong in the second marriage. You might be 1 and 1. You might be 0-2. You might be 0-3. But this thing for true, verbal abuse is wrong. You're too old to be calling people names. You're too old to be texting people names. You're too old to have Twitter fingers. You're too old to be texting people insults and cuss words. And you keep saying, I'm just straight up. I'm just telling it like it is. No, you're alone. You're going to be an old maid. You're going to be an old man. You're going to be an old dude sitting in a rocking chair. You're going to be an old woman, a bunch of cats, a bunch of dogs, frogs, birds. I don't know. If I leave this be, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. This is a directive. This is imperative. And it would behoove you. You ought to be tired of being divorced by now. You ought to be tired of jumping from man to man. You ought to be tired of jumping from relationship to relationship, marriage to marriage. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. I'd rather take the sticks. I'd rather take the stones, because I can heal. I can be, bandaged up, and I can be healed. But when somebody can verbally abuse you by way of text message, use their phone as a weapon, and can't apologize and keep doing it over and over again, you're in trouble. And so are they. Run from verbal abuse. Pray for the verbal abuser, and try not to abuse anyone. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer. Please, don't abuse anyone with your words. Ask God to forgive you. Ask God to change you. He will. Heal my mind. Heal my heart. Pray this, and the Most High God will. Peace. 1.